Andrew S. here, back with another rapid fire video where I talk about bigger bands like Megadeth and Judas Priest, bigger discographies. Now I know Iron Mask isn't necessarily a bigger band or has a bigger discography, but I really wanted to focus on an album with the singer that's on this album, Diego Valdez. I just found this album really enchanting, just absolutely awesome. I really enjoy Diabolica. Hopefully you guys can see this art all right. I'll zoom in a little bit there. I'll try to move around. I don't got captive witch fingers to help me. But this opens up with an awesome track, I Don't Forget, I Don't Forgive. And this is a great example of what Iron Mask can deliver in the terms of speed, excitement, technical prowess across the board, and it's just a great performance to open up Diabolica. Like I said, it really seduces a listener and it really brings you in. And it's not just a great example for this album, but it's a great example for all their discographies. You'll just get to hear a lot of what they can deliver in this track, and especially in these next few tracks as well. Dr. Faust, Galileo, and Oliver Twist. I felt these three songs were very important because they're all longer and steady and created more excitement for when these two tracks following come up. March 666 and All for Metal, when these two arrive, because I feel like both of these songs are a different gauge from those three songs. So it's kind of cool that certain types of songs and song placement can project others even higher. So I really, I think attribute Dr. Faust, Galileo, and Oliver Twist to adding energy and excitement to March 666. This is a more step-by-step tempo type of track, and it has a very commanding presence to it with a very appropriately placed melodies, both on guitars and vocals, whereas the rockin' track, All for Metal, is just more fast, like I said, rockin', groovy. It has one of the fastest solo combinations of instrumentals I've ever heard, where you're just tearing it up for like 25 seconds. It's just freaking awesome what goes on in this track. And both songs also have a strong Dio presence because of Diego Valdez. He's very similar in the vocal stylings of the great Ronnie James Dio. And that's what I really was drawn to this album for, not just the music, but Diego Valdez and what he adds to this album. Here he is on, I believe, Your Left, not it's my right, but Your Left. Here he is over here. Hopefully you guys can see this okay. But then I want to go into the song The Rebellion of Lucifer. This is a great showcase from Diego. He delivers with diverse range of highs and lows, grit and toughness, and showcases ability to rise and descend within one lyric and resonate these notes for extended lengths of time, really adding a lot of emotion and energy to that. And it also applies perfectly to the mood of the song, his vocals do. So it really goes in hand and really elevates this song, and especially the lyrics and everything. So he does a tremendous job there. Then I want to move on to probably one of my favorites, if not the favorite, or my favorite Iron Mask song, The First and the Last. This has one hell of a sleek and sexy melody, followed up by a sensual rhythm and seducing vocals, and then a more seductive, even more seductive chorus, where that sleek and sexy lead teams with Diego Valdez just nailing his melodies with the mids and highs. I love the different range of emotion shown in the solo as well. That is awesome. I love when the solo is able to show emotion and and speak to the listener, when especially you hear it when the guitars harmonize with the keyboards. This song is just addictive as hell. So if you had to listen to one song that I suggest, go down and check in the links below The First and the Last. But you should also probably check out the capabilities of Iron Mask and the song that closes out this album, Cursed in the Devil's Mill. Now this one is just an extraordinary composition of a track. Such a deceiving, tranquil intro that gradually ascends with the additions of distortions and drums, and then for about 2 minutes that's what you get, brooding in here. But then in comes the devil racing like a madman, like a comet across the plains, accompanied by blazing and dancing scale work that is nearly non-stop. And I swear Diego Valdez steps up his game in this track even more in Cursed in the Devil's Mill, and he just soars like the stars, and his lyrics fit so well in this track with the mesmerizing, stargazing lead that is underneath this long midsection that I really enjoyed as well. It sort of paints this, or no, sorry, the midsection of this song sort of paints an old-timey scene where you get sort of cursed land where the demons dance. The stargazing, you know, mesmerizing lead is before that. And then you go into this nice long midsection that, like I said, has this old-timey sort of feel to it. Old, you know, 1800s sort of. Just awesome track to close out the album. Really shows a lot of diversity from Iron Mask. This whole album does, and I really enjoy what Diego Valdez does. And the writer, the main man behind it, Dusan Petrosi, he does a fantastic job. What a writer, what a guitar player. He does awesome work. So I hope you guys check out Iron Mask Diabolica. You know, my thoughts on even like Iron Savior and the previous videos I did, I'll have that linked up for you guys both up here. The links for the songs down below, along with more metal content and all that good stuff. And like I said before, if you have any special albums in your heart, you know, Judas Priest and Iron Maiden, anything like that, feel free to message me in the comments below. I already got one request, so I'll be working on that one, and I'll be planning that for autumn, I believe. Special reason for that. You'll see if you follow me. And until next time, folks, heavy listening.